Hey YouTube, metalskinstudios here. Last weekend was the Heavy Montreal 2011 festival, which I attended. And this was my second year attending the festival at Parc Jean Drapeau in Montreal. Now, I wanted to make a quick critique for some friends who've asked me for. Um, I have to admit that last year I preferred the headliners that were there. Last year I had the opportunity of seeing Slayer perform the Hell Await album, followed by Alice Cooper performing the entire Alice album, along with the original show he was performing in the 70s with it. And finishing off that evening was Megadeth playing the entire Rust in Peace album. So, quite an evening. Um, this year was different. This year, the biggest name was Kiss, and although Kiss is maybe on the softer side of metal than I would usually enjoy, it was interesting to see one of the first heavy bands that I grew up with. It brought me back to kindergarten, actually, when I was 5 or 6 years old, and a friend of mine used to have the albums in his basement. So whenever I'd go on a play date, we'd just listen to Kiss music and be kids, and so that evening was quite special. Uh, my favorite act of all the acts that were there, again, Opeth, my favorite band. It was the first time I saw them outside in an outdoors concert, and boy was I not disappointed. I've seen those guys 7 times since 2003, and just amazing. Opeth is a Swedish metal band that combines different elements of metal. Sometimes they'll have more of a death metal sound, sometimes they'll have more of a black metal sound, uh, which is not totally true. It's just difficult to pigeonhole this band because of all the influences that shines through their music. Uh, I do have to admit that my neck is still sore, and that's what 5 days after the concert. So I did a little too much head banging for my age. But a few other bands that I saw, I was pleasantly surprised. It had been a while since I'd seen Morbid Angel, and I was slightly reticent since I didn't really appreciate their last album. But fortunately enough, they only did 2 songs off that last album, and fortunately, they did 2 of the 3 songs that were stomachable. So, so that was a pleasant surprise as well. Um, Godsmack, again, a more mellower type of metal than I'm used to, but fuck, that was interesting. The the stage presence, the two drummer act at one point. Um, it was just a really tight um, stage act. It was just really interesting. Few other bands that I want to shout out, and these are local bands uh, that may not be known a lot outside of the metal circle, but that do have a lot of talent. And I feel it's just a shame that they're not better known. So here it is. Blackguard, formerly known as Profigus Mortis. They play a black metal type of music. I guess akin to what Cradle of Filth would do, without as much high screeching, but it's really really tight. The musicianship is just fucking phenomenal. These guys have been touring for a little while now, ever since they got signed with their new company, and I would advise you, if you can, go check him out on YouTube or MySpace or something and see if you like it. Another band which has been going on for, oh fuck, at least 15 years. It's called Anonymous. And Anonymous is just awesome French speaking metal. But they'll sing some songs in English as well as songs in Spanish. The the following that this group has is just so awesome. Just really cool people going to their concerts, and just an awesome time. Um, so that's about it. That's about the temperature was just sick. It was, I believe, 34 Celsius degrees on Saturday with a humidity index factor of 10. Uh, the sun on Sunday was a little cooler, but if you ever have the chance to come to Montreal during the summer, I would strongly suggest that you go check out the metal festival. It's fun for the entire family, if you're into that kind of thing, of course. But Montreal's got awesome festivals in the summer. Jazz music festival, music's from all over the world. Comedy festival, horror movie festival, it's fireworks festival. It's just not a bad place to come during the summer. So that's it, people. I just wanted to let you know how my metal festival went, and thank Opeth again for the great performance. And I guess I'll see y'all later.